whereas in France, you just put your hood up and run. That you pop your umbrella in and it gets covered with a plastic sheet.
It's convenient. So when you cross with someone that has an umbrella, you usually like can move a little bit your umbrella or like put it up, down. I know that in Paris, don't care, they just go through.
I think that especially in South Korea, in Seoul, everyone is so respectful. Oh no, it's raining. Oh, for goodness sake.
And it's heavy rain too.
Oh gosh, I haven't got an umbrella or even a raincoat. We should have bought an umbrella.
Yeah, I'll go get one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where from? Did they have them in E-Mart?
Yeah, you can buy it anywhere. Here.
Oh,
you can buy
do you
it from
mind?
Convenience store. Yeah, of course.
Okay. Do you want me to take that?
Just hold this one.
Okay.
I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
You stay here.
All right, sweetheart.
Bye.
Thank you. Oh, I'm fine, thank you. Oh, okay. My son is going to get me an umbrella. Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, well, I appear to have an umbrella. Someone gave me an umbrella.
Really?
Yeah.
I just bought two.
Okay, maybe we should find someone to give an umbrella to.
I mean, everybody has umbrellas anyway, I feel like it's in Korea, everybody's ready for the rain.
I don't know where he's gone. He's just gone somewhere. That was so funny. Aww.
Okay, well, we have an extra umbrella.
Okay, which one do you want?
I don't mind. Well, keep this one as a souvenir. Okay. Anyway, let's go to have some more coffee and
Okay.
let's go.
Well, it hasn't stopped raining yet.
But you're lucky because all the other days were pretty.
I know, I've been
Sunny
really lucky.
and-
It's been really sunny. And this is my third trip to Seoul, and it's the first time it's rained, properly rained.
Yeah, really
like
rained.
puddles rains.
Yeah, in the summer it's really, really heavy rain, and in spring it rains a little bit. Like it's not, the summer is,
So is that like
Crazy.
a monsoon season that you have?
it's kind of similar. It's like rainy season is July, August.
Okay.
And it rains a lot, and some areas get flooded. Can be a problem, but yeah, in spring there's always a little bit of rain. Time
Okay,
to
well,
time.
I've been very lucky then.
Yeah.
I could have bought different shoes though, because my shoes are wet. I've got summer shoes on, but that's okay. But I did notice that inside the shopping mall, even though it is pouring outside, inside it was all really dry.
Yeah.
Because as people were coming in, because everybody had an umbrella, at one point I had two, there's
many.
a little machine that you pop your umbrella in and it gets covered with a plastic sheet, like a little
like
sheet.
a plastic bag.
Yeah, like a-
there's for like shorter umbrellas and the long ones. You just put it in and then it's convenient.
It's convenient and it saves a lot of accidents maybe, because I would be the first to slip on the shiny wet floor.
Yeah.
So that's really good.
In the metro also, like there's those kind of machines
Yeah.
with like the fluffy tips.
fingers.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
when you put it in, it just like
That
kind of
was-
dries.
That was great fun.
So
I like that.
it saves from having too much water, and
Yeah.
this is more eco-friendly.
Yes, I think
Because-
that's a brilliant idea.
yeah.
I'd love to see that in Europe. I've never seen that before. Even at home, if you had a mini one as
Yeah,
you
just like
came
to
in,
dry
just
instead
dry
of
it
like
off.
shaking it off. So everywhere is kind of dry
Yeah.
inside,
And
even
it
if
keeps
it's
it
pouring
cleaner
rain.
as well, because you don't want to be walking. All the mud in.
It's better. And also in front of every store, you've got like blocks, like either plastic cubes or something with holes where you can put
Yes.
the umbrellas.
Yeah.
And usually they're numbered too, because there's so many umbrellas.
That looks the same.
Yeah. So you just put it like in hole number 1, 2, 3, blah blah blah. And
Yeah.
when you go out, you know where your umbrella is,
Yeah.
instead of having it next to you, like in a cafe or anything. And some places, like some museums, there's also some kind of umbrella lockers. So it's like a rack,
Yeah.
and you put your umbrella, and it locks, and then you take your little key. So you can leave your umbrella outside,
Right.
and it's safe and everything. No one's gonna pick
one's
it up,
gonna steal it,
and
okay.
you don't have to bring it inside the museum
Yeah.
or like the shopping center or wherever. It's
No, I
very
think that's a fantastic idea. And everyone has an umbrella. Whereas in France, you just put your hood up and run.
I know. But also here umbrellas, like if you go to a convenience store or supermarket or whatever, I think they're around 5,000원, which is maybe 3 or 4 euros. So they're really cheap.
It's really cheap.
But in France, it's pretty expensive. Like if you want to buy a cheap umbrella, it's going to cost you 15 euros, 20 euros.
Possibly, yeah.
Like it's really expensive. So you have like one at home. I know I have a bunch in front of my door.
Yeah.
Because when I forget one, I'll just run into the convenience store and buy a new one. I have maybe 5 or 6. Sometimes when it stops raining and you forget about it, you just leave it in the restaurant, in the cafe, whatever. Very different umbrella culture here and in Korea.
I remember when I used to work in a restaurant and people would come in and it was raining when they arrived and we'd leave the umbrellas in a big umbrella stand.
Yeah.
But then it was sunny when they left, so they'd forget to take their umbrella. And we used to end up with maybe 20 umbrellas, but always handy for when it is raining and you don't have one.
Yeah.
But over here, you wouldn't take someone else's umbrella, whereas in Europe, you wouldn't think twice.
I mean, maybe you will confuse your umbrella for someone else's, but you wouldn't be taking an umbrella if you didn't have one.
But the French are very into designer umbrellas, you know, which they would keep for life and be very precious about. But you could pay maybe 100, 200 euros for
really
a nice umbrella.
One. I mean, here probably you can buy fancy umbrellas, but usually you just go to the convenience store and buy.
I didn't see any today. I just saw plain colours, whereas, you know, it's nice to have patterns or something, because in France it rains a lot, especially where I live.
But you always forget your umbrella.
I always do forget my umbrella.
And here, there's a lot of transparent umbrellas. I feel like there's not that many transparent umbrellas in France.
I have seen them, but they're slightly different design. They're more of a mushroom shape, so you're actually inside.
Like a bell.
Yeah, like you're inside it. But then, of course, once you start breathing,
they get fogged up.
They get steamy, and then you can write little words in them. Yeah, but not the French, especially where I live. It's very windy as well when it rains, so there's no point in having an umbrella. Just turn inside out.
True.
So people tend to have raincoats instead.
Well, here right now it's not windy, but it does get windy sometimes.
Yeah, I can imagine.
When it gets windy, but I think people are more used to use the umbrella every day, and also the sidewalks are larger. So when you cross with someone that has an umbrella, you usually like can move a little bit your umbrella or like put it up, down. I know that in Paris, when I would get stuck behind, you're like, ugh, and they bump into you with the umbrella, like you get like almost your eyes poked with the sides of the umbrella, because the sidewalks are like this wide, literally.
Or you're going up with it, or down with it, or to the side with it, so it turns into like an umbrella
tourists will not
dance.
move their umbrellas.
No.
And French people either don't have the umbrella or don't care, they just go through. Here I feel like you would slightly adapt to your surroundings with the umbrella.
I think that especially in South Korea, in Seoul, everyone is so respectful of other people's sort of space, their personal space.
But like, you know, when you queue to, like when you get inside the metro and you go in the train, usually you line up, right?
Yeah.
And that's something you don't do in France or in Europe in general.
Okay.
And you wait on the sides, like this.
So that people can come out. This is really nice, it's quite sweet.
Yuza?
Is that uza is the sweet
Yuzu.
element?
I mean, the European name is yuzu. Yuza is the Korean name. It's a citrus.
It's
So that's
really
why
nice. It is very
It's a bit
tasty.
sweet, sweet citrus, and sometimes here you can make it into like some kind of marmalade. But you put a spoon of it in the water, and it becomes a tea.
Okay.
Like,
Oh, that's nice. I'll have that again next time I come. Even though I'm going back tomorrow.
Next year.
Next year. I'll be back next year.